This is Irvin Maslow, and I'm in charge of the center that is supposed to be the heart and the soul, and now also the brain of this new university.
Students at Giordano Bruno GlobalShift University want to learn how to co-author a new reality. To create a better world of self-directed sustainability without repeating the mistakes of the past. Mistakes that have led us to a world that can no longer sustain 20th century lifestyles of consumption, conflict, and crisis with nature. To get a better picture of what we can and must do to shift our world, we have to see the big picture.
The first meaningful picture that you get as you enter this university is to understand how come that we are here. Why are we here? Because human history is part of a larger wave, history of life on Earth. And the history of life on Earth is the history of the cosmos.
GBGU situates you in your cosmic heritage. Where do we come from? Where does what we come from come from? To understand the grand narrative of which we are a part, GBGU offers 3 portals into our emerging world. The first portal leads to World 1, a kind of space-time consciousness planetarium you get to explore with great thinkers of the past and present. This provides you with a set of lenses through which to appreciate the grand narrative of evolution from the Big Bang to the present.
Up to a few years ago, cosmologists were sure that the Big Bang is the beginning, with a very few exceptions, but they were not taken seriously. Now we have mathematical theories that show that the Big Bang was not a free lunch, not out of nothing. The Big Bang is a consequence of a prior universe collapsing. Okay. So we inherited this fine-tuning, this fantastic correlations, the harmony of the laws of nature with each other, which enables the universe to bring forth life. We inherited it from a prior universe.
At the end of this narrative, as you come up to the present, we see how humans have stepped in to add their own footprint on this evolving path. As we look a bit closer at this footprint, we start to see that it isn't all that helpful. So we explore the way humans have taken up the story and how they, in their own lives and as a species, are shaping it. GBGU then opens a portal onto World 2 for you to explore the evolution of human consciousness and human agency on Earth. What is the legacy of human beings on this planet? What conditions are we creating for future generations of all beings who live here? World 2 of GBGU is a kind of social planetarium where you get to explore how human civilization emerged and developed, not altogether successfully, and certainly not always harmoniously with ourselves, each other, our planet, or the deeper rhythms of being and becoming that were explored in the cosmic planetarium of World 1.
The current dominant way of handling our affairs, processing information, processing resources and energy, and interacting with each other and with nature, is not sustainable because it pushes us beyond the limits of self-stabilization, self-sustaining in these natural cycles, in the human cycles of society, of the economy, in the natural cycles, which is the basis for all life. But you have to remember this, our current population is a global population, nearly 7 billion people, living at the very edge of the maintainability of the possibilities offered. We are living on the edge of chaos, as it were. What would happen? We would move into chaos, and then anything could happen.
This isn't good. Something's wrong with the picture. What about that magnificent, unfolding narrative you learned all about through GBGU's World 1? Could it be that humans are what's wrong with the picture? No, it's just that we haven't learned how to be part of that narrative in ways that celebrate life on this planet. So, how do we celebrate life on this planet? Welcome to GBGU's third portal, the one that leads you to World 3. Here is where you walk into a play space of imagination and experimentation, where you learn how to move from learning the story of your grand evolutionary history in World 1 and bearing witness to the story that you and your kind have been creating up to now in World 2, to actually living your own story into the grand narrative. What is your story? How is it a part of the grand life-affirming, future-creating, world-celebrating narrative that you want to live?
That not only the left hemispheric, the rational people need to get involved in this. We have to involve together the business leaders, the politicians, with the great artists, with the great writers, with the opinion leaders, thought leaders in society. So together we can move forward, cooperate, to find a way. So we need a shift in philosophy. I would summarize this shift very simply. I would say we have to go even beyond the concept of responsibility. We have to go toward the idea of being a positive, productive input, a positive factor, creating a usable, a functional, a peaceful and sustainable future. So I call it, would be the world shift philosophy.
So here you are, in need of escaping from the dead-end paths of nowhere lives and the destruction of our future brought to us by yesterday's solutions. GBGU provides you with ways of learning how to create something new, something beautiful, something that is a true successor to the grand narrative of cosmic evolution. You develop your mindset with books, videos, lectures, and experiments. You develop your skill set with tools, equations, lenses, and models. And you develop your heart set by reaching out, listening, and working with others. GBGU gives power to your strength. It provides you with a platform upon which to construct a life, your life, in flowing balance with all of life. Be a part of the next level of human evolution with planet Earth. Join GBGU and transform your consciousness as you engage in and promote sustainable transformation in all that you do.
So we are in this fascinating time in history where small groups, group of enterprises, even a group of individuals, new cultures emerging, can have a major effect, because we know that the status quo is not tenable, something has to happen, and therefore the system opens up to something new. It's up to us to come up with the ideas of what is this, which way can we develop, which way can we grow.